So Martin, the football writers are out in force tonight. We're going to the World Cup in Brazil, but we're probably not going with great hopes of writing about an England victory, are we?
Well, I think we're all going to be heading to Salvador for the draw in a couple of weeks' time, hoping against hope that England get a relatively soft draw. If we get the sort of draw that we might get, if we were to get, say, France and Argentina and Ivory Coast, you wouldn't fancy our chances, would you? Not on the basis of what we've seen the last couple of days. England need an easy ride. They also need the knowledge that if they come second in the group, they're not going to play one of the big boys in the next round because you can't see them getting through the last 16. One of the salutary facts of English football history is that in all of our years, away from Wembley, in knockout football, we have beaten precisely no major teams. There's not been a great deal over the last few days to suggest that's going to change in Brazil in June, unfortunately. We are at best a second-tier team. We are at best a team that will have a go, that will do our best, that will try, but will, in all likelihood, fall short because we haven't got what the likes of Germany and Spain and Brazil and Argentina and Uruguay and Portugal and a few others have got. At the moment, FIFA ranking of 10th isn't a long way off the truth, is it? Maybe a bit better than that, a bit worse, but we're certainly not a top 6 team.
And just a quick word about the relationship between the media and this current England group with Roy. He's very on side with the media as it stands, and the players seem to be happy in the group. Are they happy dealing with the media?
I think there's always going to be tensions and issues. In the main, yeah, I thought, Daniel Sturridge came up on Sunday and it was great. It was really relaxed and spoke quite well, which he played as well as he spoke, but he is struggling with that injury. Roy is a naturally garrulous chap. I think he enjoys the joust. He gets a bit frustrated because who wouldn't be? But he's genuinely really good and honest and open. Sometimes, in fact, too honest and too open for his own good. It's certainly not the sort of aggressive, nasty situation we had at the dog days of Steve McLaren and the sort of the combative last year of Fabio Capello, when no one was really enjoying it. It was a grind from both parts, and it was a divorce that everyone welcomed, I think. With Roy, there's a lot of goodwill towards him because he's a decent fellow. He tries really hard. He's got a bit of an understanding of what we are. He also accepts the reality of what we have to do, that we have to be at times a bit critical because England particularly is black and white and no real shades of grey. That's just the nature of it. I've known it a lot worse than it is now, certainly. And I think that the fact that no one's going to really go mental in terms of condemning and criticising in an over-the-top way because of that acceptance of where we stand in world football possibly helps as well. But of course there'll always be issues, there'll always be stories that cause ructions, there'll always be incidents that perhaps set that sort of siege mentality up. I don't think it's actually healthy for anybody, honestly, but sometimes clubs, players think that's a good idea. I don't. I think actually an honest relationship where you can have debate and arguments is better for all sides.